Just make sure you're aware. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk ecosystems. So when we talk ecosystems in science, we're talking about everything that's living or ever has been alive, plus everything that's not living. So basically, we're talking about everything, right? Really narrows it down, doesn't it? So this week, we're going to talk about just living things being in the environment. We have 3 questions that we're going to address. We're going to talk about what does an organism get from its environment? What are 2 parts of an organism's habitat? And how is an ecosystem organized? Those are the 3 things that we are going to be talking about. Today, and today only, we're talking about question number 1. What does an organism get from its environment? Well, to understand that, we need to first understand what an organism is. So when I use the word organism, I simply mean any living thing. Okay? It could be humans. It could be trees. It could be Leo. It could be the bacteria that is currently crawling all over your skin right now because you didn't wash your hands very well, or because you just happen to be in a place where there might be bacteria. Okay? So anything that is living is considered an organism. And if we think about the word organism, think about organs, okay? We have organs inside of our body to stay alive. If we didn't have those organs, we would be dead. We have organelles. Organelles are like baby organs, but when they're in our cells. So our body's made up of a bunch of cells. So organelles make up cells. Organisms are living things. All organisms live in a habitat. Now, you have a habitat. I have a habitat. Monkeys have a habitat. Husway has a habitat. A lot of words, right? Eating vegetables and fruit salad. Good for you, Leo. Okay. Habitats are just the things that allow organisms to do one of 3 things: live, grow, and reproduce. Oh my gosh, Mr. Lentz said reproduce. I'm a 6th grader. Who cares? Okay. If a thing is going to live, it's going to have to reproduce, because if it doesn't reproduce, it's not going to live. It's not going to carry on. Leo's habitat is the couch. You know what? There are some days my habitat is the couch, so I can't give Leo a hard time for that. So we have a forest habitat. That's where a bunch of different creatures live. We've got mushrooms growing in soil. Let's say we have a tree that falls and crashes. It starts decomposing. Well, to decompose, the mushroom's going to break it down. But inside of all that decomposing mess, we've got a bunch of those little pill bugs. How many of you have seen The Lion King, where they take that stump and they roll it to the side, and there's all kind of bugs underneath it? Timon and Pumbaa's like, yum! And Simba's like, squishy yet satisfying. All of those are habitats. It's all a habitat where organisms are living together. Once again, to live, to grow, and reproduce. So if a habitat's going to encourage something to live, it probably needs to have food, water, and shelter. Okay, grow. Thank you. Growing requires those same things, and reproducing requires those same things, because I'm not going to have a kid and not be able to feed it. Some people frown on that. That's like animal cruelty or something. So is it animal cruelty? It's human cruelty. It's not animal cruelty.
You were getting there. You were on it.
Sorry. Miss Gallagher's laughing at me. So 3 things that we talk about. What does an organism get from its environment? Well, it gets its stuff from the habitat. The organism lives in a habitat, which it gets things to live, grow, reproduce. Food, water, shelter.